What's the most important thing about carbon belt drives? It's this. This is what you never ever do. They computed the gear inches for the, oh wow, my my belt drive came off. Gear inches for the, on a very steep hill. That's interesting to happen on a test ride. This is actually a really good opportunity to show a very, very, very need to know portion of belt drive. So we'll pause the gear inches conversation and we'll focus on what to do when your belt drive comes off when you're riding and the correct way to put it back on. What's the most important thing about carbon belt drives? It's this. This is what you never ever do. Thing to take away, you never ever go like this and work the belt drive back on the wheel that way. That can damage your belt. So what I'm gonna do is flip the bike over. It's kind of a pain, but I'm gonna put this belt drive on in a way where I'm not having to pop it onto the cassettes when there's tension on the belt. So the best way to do that is to take off my back wheel, which looking here, it actually looks like it's a little bit of a gap there. So that could be related to the problem. All right, let's do that. Okay, so we've turned this tank of a bicycle upside down. And now I'm gonna open up my cassette here. I can see that that wheel wasn't on as correctly as I wanted it to be. So that's a user error. I bet that's why the belt came off. Now I can simply put that part of the belt back on, but I'm also gonna loosen my back skewer, lift up my back wheel, and then I can just pop the belt on that way without any tension on it, right? And then I can just set it back in its spot, like that. So that is how you put your belt back on. All right, so we just put the belt drive back on. Now, I wanna pedal about 1 kilometer and just film and see, so that if it does pop off again, we can see it on film and use that to help diagnose the problem. When it first popped off, I thought the gearbox failed, and I was like, oh gosh, that would suck. But the gearbox has a 5-year warranty, so hopefully that never happens.
Couple things. The skewer on the back wheel was installed incorrectly by me when I modified it to pull the bike trailer. Number 2, always carry a spare belt drive. I'll have one in the link below. And number 3, any donations to this channel help at least cover the material costs. For example, the cost of buying a replacement belt should this one have actually broken.